Hey, how's it going? I'm Mystic Mia Moksha, and we're doing another spirit message pick a card reading here today. I have 4 crystals and 4 piles. I'm using my crystals that are in other forms like jewelry and such because they don't get much screen time, so I thought it's time to bring it out into the light. But yes, we have pile number 1 here with the Howlite. Pile number 2 with the Carnelion. Pile number 3 with the Flourite. And pile number 4 with the black Tourmaline. Yeah, it's a Howlite beaded bracelet, a Carnelion ring, a Flourite pendant, and black tourmaline encased in a beautiful geode as a necklace. So these spirit messages are very powerful. These are meant for highly spiritual people, and also I started these readings out for myself. I wanted very highly spiritual messages for myself for guidance, and I wasn't really finding them out in the other internet space, so I kind of made these for my future self, but also for other very highly spiritual people or just people looking for a more spiritual message. But these, I'm gonna let you know, are very, very spiritual, highly spiritual messages. My favorite technique in finding a pile is using a random number generator, but of course any pile that you feel intuitively guided to, maybe more than one. Or the crystals is a good way to pick a pile as well. And you can always pick more than one. And all these messages are kind of connected. You can kind of see what's happening in the collective energy for Lightworkers, Starseeds, Wayshowers at this time just by listening to these messages. And yeah, if these messages don't resonate with you, they probably will, but if they don't, you can always go to the other spirit messages readings. Again, I like to use random number generator and put in the number of spirit message readings and then let spirit guide me to the exact reading and the exact pile that I need to hear at that moment, and it usually always works for me. This is a sandalwood incense, one of my favorites for doing readings. And yeah, with that, I hope you enjoy your reading. Much love and light. Hey, pile number 1. This is the Howlite bracelet. Let's look at Spirit's message for you right now. Okay, Queen of Fire, otherwise known as the Queen of Wands. All right, you're looking really good right now. I'm getting your personality. Your personality is really shining right now. You're also looking physically really good, but it's like made, like your personality is being emphasized here. Like everything that you do, your actions, your smile, your looks is being even supercharged by the way you're coming off to people, your personality, your passions, the way you talk. It's really amplifying your looks, amplifying your actions, your grace. Yeah, your personality, your ideas, higher power. Wow. I like how both these cards have a lot of purple and pink in them. Of course, we have a little bit of green here and a little heart around the heart chakra. Yeah, you're coming off so genuine right now. You're really looking good. You're really setting like a trend. You're really setting like the precedent for other people and how they should behave, how they should act in a certain line of work, in a certain industry, in a certain group of people. You're really setting the trend. You're really looking good. And it's because of your personality. It's because of how genuine you are. You're very, very connected to source energy and your higher self right now. Very connected to your higher self right now. You're coming off really cool, calm, collected. Even if you don't feel like it, even if you feel like you've been challenged a lot recently, or maybe things are seeming to be going really smoothly for you. You're handling challenges very well. You're handling last minute things that pop up out of nowhere really well, whether it's good or bad, or an issue that you have to figure out. You're handling things really well. You're coming off really genuine and looking good because of it, and everything in your life is being amplified because of how genuine you are, because of how authentic your ideas are, how divine your ideas are, the way you communicate. Like, it feels like when you're speaking to people, you're speaking from the heart, and people really feel that. They really feel that you're speaking genuinely, authentically. Okay. So what the Spirit want you to know besides showering you with compliments right now? Okay, they want you to lean into this kind of energy where you're helping people out a little bit. You're being a really good example to people right now. And so Spirit wants you to be aware of that and kind of lean into it, when you notice someone's like, watching your behavior, watching how you handle things. It could be anything from your own child, or it could be your friends, it could be coworkers, it could be your employees, people you're mentoring, chaperoning, or just family members, just your community, or just random people at a grocery store. Like, people are really looking to you to set the example of how they should behave, how they should act, or what they can strive for. So Spirit's like, yeah, you're going to probably get some more eyes on you around this time, or there are people who are noticing you right now, whether it's like one or a million. Like, there are people looking at you right now to kind of set the path. Wow, okay, the Star card. Wow. So you have a lot of, I'm getting like lights around you. So you're having a lot of manifestations come through, or maybe a lot of ideas, a lot of divine channelings coming through right now. So I'm getting it's a blend of both. So you're getting a lot of manifestations coming through, but you're also getting ideas for new goals, and this usually lines up. This like time usually overlaps where you start manifesting a lot of things that you want to manifest recently, and then at the same time you plant the seeds for new manifestations. Yeah, that time is kind of overlapping for you right now. It's really strong. Another way to view it is that there's a lot of like strong spiritual energy right now, or the veil is kind of thin. There's a lot of ether around, a lot of magical energy, right? So right now is a really magical time for you, someone that holds a lot of light, where you're having a lot of manifestations come through and a lot of ideas come through, and you're also way more connected to your heart center and to your higher self. Things might just seem easier for you, or handling things seems easier to you than before. Yeah, with the like stars above, I'm getting like you're being very divinely guided at this time. You might be getting a lot of signs, synchronicities. Yeah. Let's see, what does Spirit want you to do? Feel the strength of your soul. Yeah, so Spirit's kind of like, you are very powerful. Whoever you are, like, you are very powerful, and you're gonna sense it right now, especially with your environment, with the people around you, with the environment that you're in. I'm trying to get like specifics. Like, what do you mean, Spirit? The environment that you're in. Let me pull a clarifier. Community, yeah. So I'm getting with like that the people that you intentionally surround yourself with, and people that you don't intentionally surround yourself with, like your environment, people in your environment, you're gonna see the effect of your power. I feel like you may have gotten a recent like very powerful upgrade, and that kind of makes sense if you're watching this when I posted this reading around January 2023. There, in the beginning of the year and the end of last year, there was a lot of strong energies coming in, really changing light workers very powerfully. And you may not understand what happened to you physically, what happened to you energetically. You're going to see the effects of that soon, like now. Yeah, let me get a date. When will you start seeing this? The 23rd. So the 23rd of the month that you're watching this, or the 23rd of the next month if it's already passed. January 23rd. Yeah, I kept getting, if you're watching this when I post this, around January 22nd on is kind of, which is like the lunar new year. There's a lot of changes coming into the physical realm, so you'll be able to see a lot of the things manifesting, a lot of changes happening very quickly for you. It starts, end of January, and then you'll see it even more in the physical realm, coming into the physical realm around March. Okay. So is there anything more? Like, I think this is just like Spirit giving you a heads up, I guess. I mean, they complimented you. They say keep up the good work, and you're gonna see your power. Does Spirit have any other specific messages for you? The Eight of Swords in reverse. In this deck, the Eight of Swords is diplomacy and evasion. So, is it reverse? Yeah. So maybe in the past, or maybe your usual self tries to bring a lot of diplomacy in issues. If there's like two sides or multiple people arguing in a situation, you maybe step in and try to hear everyone out, try to think of a compromise that works for everyone. I'm getting from Spirit, like, this isn't the time to just go for peace and avoid the situation. Maybe you've walked out of rooms so you can avoid conversations, or you kind of know how it's going to play out since you're very intuitive and maybe it's not the right time. Spirit's saying this is not that time. From now on, from now until when? From now till a week from now, you're gonna need to practice, holding your ground, really saying what you feel, really saying what you think, really advocating for your beliefs. Really stepping up for yourself instead of trying to not hurt other people's feelings or avoid an argument. Or should just let things go. Okay. Let's see, is there a reason for this? Is there a reason for this? Okay, 9 of Wands. Yeah, so you have just completed a huge cycle of some sort. Yeah, 2 9s here. Yeah, you've just completed a huge cycle. You're already starting to reap the rewards. And Spirit's saying, like, you spent a lot of time just kind of... I'm getting... You may have not been able to reap the rewards before. You may have sacrificed getting your recognition or your rewards, or always being the nice person or the calm person or the peaceful person, the peacemaker, always playing that kind of role. But I'm getting from Spirit, like, your role is now changing because now you have this kind of power, and that power is meant to be exercised for good. But let's see. It means not like playing the nice guy anymore. Sometimes Spirit's like saying, like, you may have spent too much time being passive, being peaceful, being like, because that was your role then. This is like a changeover role, and I'm getting from Spirit, like, this is you kind of seeing this power, that this divine power that you have now, that the divine, like, gave you recently. I'm getting, like, the divine kind of deemed you worthy and gave you many challenges, many tests along the way, and you've passed all these tests, and you thought that every test that you'd pass, that's when you would get it, or that's the next time is when you would get it, or the next time is when you get it. But right now you finally got it. So not only are you getting manifestations, reaping a lot of the rewards, that you've seeded before, but you're also coming out kind of out of playing the kind of peaceful, don't rock the boat kind of person, that kind of role, into this kind of other role. Okay, the Hanged Man in reverse. With all these cards in the reverse, I'm getting like this is happening now. So whenever you're watching this, like, the next week is going to be really surprising for you. You're probably going to see a lot of people pay attention to what you say, what you do, how you act, how you behave, how you bring your talents and skills outward, how you present yourself, and including how you dress, but also how you move. People are paying attention to you. And it's because you hold a lot of power. You've probably been transitioned in the past couple of weeks. Energetically, you probably had a lot of energetic experiences, usually at night when you're sleeping. You may have noticed, you probably were expecting this, but this, you probably didn't really know what was going on. This is what's going on. You're literally coming into your power in a very powerful way, in a very strong, in a very major way. Okay, the Hanged Man in reverse. The Hangman in this deck is suspension of movement, but it's in reverse. So, like, things are going to move forward. You're going to see it. You're going to physically see it. I'm going to pull a card for what this means for you, like what, like Spirit's saying, like you don't have to play the Peacekeeper, but like the Howlite stone is for like, you know, keeping calm, you know, even in irritating or angry situations. I'm getting like, you can say what you believe, you can say what you think. You can mention the information you have, or you can bring forth your ideas and be who you are in a very like divine, beautiful, graceful way with a lot of light. And you're going to be stepping into that power. You're going to be stepping into that new version of yourself. It's kind of, I don't know how to explain it. You're just going to have to experience it. Wow, the World card and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Wow. Okay, so I'm getting, yeah, you're changing. Like your whole reality is changing because of this increase in power, or at least not increase in power, but increase to let your human avatar have this power of your higher self. And Seven of Wands, like whereas before it felt like you were just constantly battling people, keeping things hidden or keeping things quiet and peaceful. It's kind of like time to let that out, time to let it shine. I'm getting. Yeah. What does this mean for you? Okay. You are so beautiful. Why do you need me? Time to ground yourself. Okay, so what I'm getting here is the 999. So this is a powerful ending. Because you're stepping into this power, you're going to see like a huge transformation of in your life. A lot of things are going to die off. A lot of habits, a lot of situations. You're going to end relationships with a lot of people, or they're just going to be sidetracked in your life. They're going to be on the side. A lot of ideas that you had for your future, they're going to be sidelined for bigger goals now. Yeah, you're going to see a lot of things that you didn't expect to end in a very big way, because you're having control. Your human form is having control of this massive amount of divine energy, this massive amount of light for you to use in this lifetime. And that means certain things. Before, you used to sacrifice some aspects of your life in order to live peacefully among the normies, or unawakened people, or in the environment that you grew up, or in the connections that you, with people and things that you have. But I'm getting now, coming into this power, like things are going to change in unexpected ways. Things are going to end that you didn't know could end or would end. So it's really important to ground yourself. Spirit's giving you a heads up of this. And yeah, I mean, it seems like a very beautiful time. It seems like things are going to go very beautifully for you, but it's just a matter of you know, also transitioning as best as you can. I hope you enjoy this reading. Much love and light. Hey, pile number 2. This is the Carnelion stone, Carnelion ring. This is guys Spirit's message for you. What is Spirit message for you right now? Okay. Queen of Air. Interesting. Pile 1 was the Queen of Fire. Okay. Queen of Air, also known as Queen of Swords. Okay, very beautiful. I'm getting right off the bat that you have a very encouraging way of speaking. A very energized way of speaking, very confident, very charismatic. You have strength in your voice. Maybe you're actual singer, or you're a lecturer, or you just do something with your speaking voice for a living. Or you just have those natural abilities, the talent, the skills. But I'm getting something about your voice soothes. Something about your voice soothes. It's very soothing. Round and round in reverse. Okay. I love how these colors match again. Like in pile 1. It's beautiful blue, green, sea green, aqua, mint kind of colors. With a hint of yellow. A little bit of purple and pink. Oh, it's very beautiful. It's very serene, I'm getting. You must have a very serene voice. I wouldn't be surprised if people say your voice is very calming, or your voice is very reassuring. I'm getting people may like to just hear your voice sometimes. They'll just call you up. Even if they have a problem that they want to talk to you about, just like talking to you about anything really just soothes them. Something about your voice. I'm getting that your voice is actually very healing. You must have like you must have been gifted with a certain specific kind of voice from the divine to be healing when people just hear your voice, even over the phone, in person, not even about anything specific. I'm getting you can get away with lying, but you don't. I'm getting like psychopathic vibes, but not actually. Like, just because you just seem so self-assured and confident when you're speaking. I bet you might have the ability to be able to lie very well if you needed to, or think of a white truth. You may be able to think of excuses really well, or if you had to go to an event and you had to like think of an excuse to get out of it. You may be able to kind of spin things very well. Like if someone's having a bad day, you're like, oh well, look at the positive side. And it can work the other way, but you're a good person, I'm getting, so you tend to use your natural abilities, the skill set, for the positive. I don't know. Okay, the Four of Wands in reverse. I'm getting there's something that you're being very clear about. You don't want to keep going around and around in a certain cycle or certain cycles. You may be becoming aware of certain things that you've done before. Maybe you've dated the same kind of person, or maybe you and your partner have had similar issues, or maybe you've had the same kind of problem with your home or at job, or with your health or whatever. And you're realizing that these are cycling through again, and you are about to break the cycle. I don't know why Four of Wands remind me of that. What is the Four of Wands about? Parents and parental figures. Okay, this is a biggie, because your parents are your parents. You can't change that, right? You may have been adopted. You may have a surrogate parent or parental-like figure in your life. You might have had coaches or teachers or a neighbor or aunt, uncle, or a boss or someone that may have stepped into that role in your life, but you always had the parents that raised you, the parents or the parental figures that raised you, and that will never change. You are tied, linked to your biological family and the family that you were raised in for life. Like, that is your constant lesson. You're constantly getting lessons from them. They're constantly getting lessons from you. You're constantly getting inner work to do from them. They're constantly getting inner work from you for your entire lifetime, right? That does not go away. It will always be there. You may heal most things and like kind of close out that cycle, but they're always going to come up every once in a while, for your whole lifetime. That's what you came into this world knowing, that you had soul contracts with your biological family, with the people that have raised you. It's always there. It's a lifetime thing. It's a lifetime lesson and journey and learning experience for your spirit, for your soul. Something is changing with that. Something is changing in regards to your parents or parental figures. You're moving. You're moving out. Now, if your parents are already deceased, or this could be your own children doing this to you, but I'm getting, it's like you're like energetically moving out of that realm. You're energetically leaving that pattern of behavior. Wow. So let's look at what's going on here from Spirit. A lot of card flipping for you, so it's like round and round and round. It's like you're saying no. The buck stops here. You're getting stronger, and you feel this. You feel in this very moment. So I'm getting you're getting your power back in regards to some sort of parent dynamic, some sort of cycling issue. You're like, I'm getting out. Tomorrow will be better. This might be scary or strange or confusing, or you may be feeling doubt if you're making the right choice, or maybe feeling doubt if you're handling it the right way. This could be you and your parents. It could be you and your partner if you were parents, or it could be your children doing this with you. But for most people, this is going to relate most heavily with your relationship with your parents. Yeah. So this might be a little bit difficult for you. I mean, whose relationship with their family isn't somewhat difficult? But I'm getting this is the right move. Whatever you did or you're going to do, it's going to make you a better person, a stronger person, a more divinely connected person. Because something like this, like I'm getting this been cycling through, and it's like, no, you gotta stop. Tomorrow will be better. Okay, so what does Spirit want you to do or focus in on here? 8 of Cups. Okay. 8 of Cups in this deck is cut your losses. Okay, so something wasn't really not working out for you. Maybe you were you had some sort of responsibilities tied to your parents, or, and keep in mind when I say parents, I mean however the situation relates to you the strongest, and what the people that this situation relates to you the strongest with. Yeah, did you have responsibilities tied to them? Did they have responsibilities tied to you? There is some sort of situation that's been cycling. You become aware of it. You've taken action or are about to take action. Cut your losses, Spirit's saying. Cut your losses. Wow, the World card. The World card came up for pile 1 too. Yeah, I feel like you're going through a whole world shift, a whole lifetime shift, a whole reality shift, a whole timeline shift. It's time to cut your losses. And this is one of the last things people deal with is parents, you know, because that is the main connection, the biggest thing that you come into this world with. The biggest life assets is your parents. They invest in you the most. You've gone your whole lifetime with them. To cut your losses in regards to something with your parents, it's a very big deal, because you've never known a time without them. And I'm getting from Spirit, now is the time to know what it's like without them. And I'm not saying that there's going to be like death in the family or anything. I'm just saying that some sort of pattern of behavior or some sort of issue that has been cycling over and over again is going to be cut, and cut for good. Okay. I'm going to see, get more clarification. 9 of Wands. Wow. Yeah, you've done the work. It's time now. You've done the work. It's time to move on. Time to go forward. They must have been holding you back somehow, or the situation with them must have been holding you back somehow. Just interesting, this card, I know you from somewhere, came out in reverse. The 6 turned into like a 9. 2 9s I'm getting. A huge completion. I'm going to clarify this. I'm getting they see you now. They see all of you. They see you before you were birthed to them, before you were given to them. They see your soul. They see your spirit, your soul, your higher self. They see you now, and they remember you now. They're getting this, I'm getting this image of like them seeing your life right before you came onto this earth, right before you were given into their care. And they see you now, like their spirit, their soul recognizes your soul, and they have this understanding. They have this, and I'm getting like they don't even know how. It's completely freaking them out in a way, but they're very calm. It's not freaking them out. It's freakish. It's freakish how they it's like to them it's like kind of like weird, like super weird. I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't even like to talk about spirituality and paranormal stuff, and like, I don't want to talk about it, not in my house. But they can't deny, like, they know this information, and it's keeping them very calm. It's giving them such peace of mind that they know they had this like glimpse of you before you were born. King of Swords. Yeah, they have this unbelievable knowing that you were partnered with them. that you were partnered with them. And so what are you supposed to do here now? 2 cards. The World's card again. Wow. And the Knight of Pentacles. The World's card in reverse. The World's card in this deck is good things to come. And it's in reverse. Tomorrow will be better. And then the Knight of Pentacles, which in this deck is help from the spiritual realms. So there's some not so good things that are coming into your environment in regards to your parents. But you're going to get a lot of help from the spiritual realm. You've completed the work. What's the not so good things to come? So not so good things to come. Okay, got casual love interest. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm getting that they might believe that you're running away for something not worth severing this connection with them, or not participating in this cyclical behavior between the two of you. Cyclical tradition, I don't know, situation, cyclical situation, yeah. So they may think that you don't have good enough reasons to break this cycle. Okay, it seems very not a big deal, but I think some families, they can't see outside of themselves or something like that. So this might be a really toxic situation, or not so good situation, whatever this kind of cycles that are going on with your parents, because if they can't see why you're doing what you're doing, and you have a really good reason for it, then it seems like you speak the truth, you have very healing powers, you must be very intuitive, a very spiritual person, or have a very strong energetic presence to do important things in this world. And if your parents don't understand that, then that obviously means there's some issues there. Okay, explore. In reverse. I'm getting from Spirit, you don't need to dive deep into this. You don't need to give them excuses or reasons, or try to do the inner work behind this or figure it out, because you've already done it. 9-9 completion, the World's card, major completion. You've already done the work. There's no more inner work to do in regards to this, so don't think that you have to do more inner work. Just because they might make you feel guilty or angry or saddened, or it might make you think that you have some inner work attached to this, but you don't. You don't owe them anything. You don't owe this situation any more thought. That's what I got from Spirit. Okay. And what does Spirit want you to do? Why is Spirit mentioning this to you. The Sun card. Okay, wow. Happiness is your birthright. Where there may have once been struggle, now a bright new day is dawning. Embrace this positive energy and continue to have faith in your infinite potential and abundance. I'm getting happiness is your birthright. And I got like so many messages about like, yeah, they saw you before birth and you haven't really been, like, you've never known a world without your parents, something like that. And in this case, like, the parental figure is like, maybe they're not toxic. Maybe they're not even that bad for you. Maybe they're really beneficial for you, but they're now holding you back to your highest, best potential. And that's why it seems like you're a very powerful being. You're a very powerful person. You have a very powerful presence. I mean, if just your voice can heal people, then imagine, you know, the kind of work that you can do, the kind of life you can have, the people you can help, the things that you can do in this lifetime. So at this point, I'm getting, it's like the parents, the parental figures are kind of holding you back. I'm getting like a rebirth situation. You're on your way to a rebirth. And this is unconventional, I'm getting. Like, this usually doesn't happen in a human lifetime. It hasn't really happened much in mankind. Yeah, separating from your parents if they're not good for you in order to have success. But I'm getting this is something different. This is like you're changing homes. Like you're changing your energetic environment. Like the feel of life is going to be completely different. So this is why this is necessary. I'm not saying it's not forever, but like, so let's see, what's the kind of time frame that this is good for? 19. And sunset. 19 fell in reverse. Getting 19 sunset. A few weeks. So I'm getting like in military time, like 1900 hours is like 7 p.m. like sunset. So the next time there's a sunset by around 7 p.m. around that kind of time. So in general, I'm getting like the next time, like when the sunset is like around 7 p.m. or like when the sunset's like a few hours from when it's setting now, or a few hours earlier than when it's setting now. So depending on where you live in the world, it's going to be, you know, different. But basically when the sunset time changes a few hours. And I'm getting like for a few weeks they're really gonna be tested. So not now, but like around this time, there's gonna be a few weeks where this is gonna be very, very obvious. So I would like mark that down in your calendar or in your phone and, you know, see if this happens. You'll know why. You'll see why. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that reading. Much love and light. Hey, pile number 3. This is the Flourite. It's the Flourite pendant. It works really well for yes and no answers, but I haven't really got it down for working maps. Like I kind of got it. I feel the energy pull to certain directions and locations, but I don't think it's always answering my question, right? I don't know if Spirit can communicate with me through pendants very accurately. accurately in terms of locations, because it's like connecting like multiple locations for different things related to the same question. So it's like really hard to interpret. But yeah, what's Spirit message for you? The Ace of Earth. We got the Ace of Pentacles. All right. And time to go. I'm so surprised how for each pile so far, like the 2 cards, the Good Tarot and this Oracle deck, it's very similar in color. So you see the browns here, the greens, the hint of blue, the yellows, the very mellow yellows and orange hues. It's very, very earthy, very, very calm. I'm getting graceful. Yeah. Peaceful. Not so much peace as it is, I'm getting very surreal, ethereal, but grounded. Earth angel vibes. Okay. Okay, 5 of Wands. I feel like things are being shaken up. I'm getting like a lot of drama, but it's like calm drama. It's kind of like you know, instead of like one of those like Spanish soap operas where everyone's kind of yelling at each other and slapping each other's faces and stuff like that, and yelling and screaming and pulling each other's hair out, I'm getting like that kind of drama, but in like a very like underrated, well done, high quality drama motion picture. You know, where things don't move on the screen for a very long time. You have long shots just pointed at someone doing something very basic, basically not even moving much at all. But there's so much drama. There's so much tension. There's so much going on beneath the surface. Like with that one long glance that seems like it took for 10 minutes. You can tell like the character is going through like a range of emotions, but they're just sitting still on camera, but you can like sense it, you can feel it in the script. Like that's what I'm getting from here. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, something is about to change in your life that is going to make you feel like that, like is going to run you through all the emotions, but you're going to have such grace. I feel like you have such a grounded presence, a grounded body and energy, that when this happens, it's gonna be so like it's gonna be like out of like a movie scene. Like the way you handle this, it's like, wow, people do not handle things like this in this way. And it's not even a bad thing that's going to change. It's actually a very good thing. It's just a major change. It's such a big change that it's just like it makes you think of everything, right? I mean, it's not positive or negative. It's kind of neutral. Whatever this big change is. So it's just kind of like community again and investments. So I feel like the people that you have invested in, whether it's a short period of time or a long period of time, but I'm getting like the group of people that you've invested in, that is what's going to change. So you're probably changing the kind of people that you have around you. Either you're going from like having a small group and then that's going to become larger, or you've had a large group and that's going to become smaller, or you have a large group that's going to completely change into a whole new large group of people, or you have your true few. Whatever the situation is, like your investment in people, I'm saying everyone you even speak to or talk to. It could be from work, it could be from your neighborhood, it could be from family, it could be from friends, it could be from certain events, hobbies, whatever. Everyone that you talk to. That whole dynamic, you and other people, that is completely changing. The people you invested in, even your kids, sport teacher, sport teacher, their coach, or even their the teacher for their blank lessons or whatever, their instrumental lessons. Like, even if you speak to them for a few seconds, like, that person is going to be like gone, or like the way you interact with them, those kinds of people are going to be gone. Like, I'm not totally getting this because it's such a big change that like it's kind of hard for me to fully grasp what the divine is trying to tell me. But yeah, the way you interact with people is going to change so drastically that the people you have in your life is going to also drastically change. I'm getting like overnight. Okay, let's get some time frame. 6 months. Yeah, over a period of 6 months. The next 6 months. Whew. That is intense. Okay, so what does Spirit have to say about this? Your world is about to transform. Like, literally what I was just saying. You know what's so funny? That all the piles in this reading, pick a card reading, had that same message. Like, your world is about to totally transform. I feel like this is, like, if you're watching these readings in general, the energy you're all experiencing is pretty much similar, but these are like the areas that Spirit wants to bring up for you right now, or specifically put emphasis on for you right now. But yeah, this is kind of like Lightworker, Starseed, Wayshower. Your world is about to transform in a major way. Okay. So what does Spirit want you to do about that? Okay, we have the Emperor. Wow. And the 10 of Wands. So the Emperor in this deck is powerful influences. And the 10 of Wands is heavy burden. So you're going to be given you're going to be given a lot of power. You're going to have a lot of powerful influence. You're going to also have a lot of powerful influences guide you and teach you. So it goes hand in hand. You're going to have a lot of powerful influences guide you and teach you. I'm getting very divine powerful influences, but and then you're also going to be that powerful divine influence for others. It's a heavy burden, but it's a beautiful burden. It's a beautiful burden to bear. I'm getting, so it's like, it's not. That's why I'm getting like this. It's not completely positive, not completely negative. You can't really say it's good or bad here. It's just kind of, it is what it is. It's the direct channel here. Okay, what does that mean for you? I'm too afraid to talk to you, and came out face down. I'm getting both, like, people may be too afraid to talk to you because you seem so, like, changed and powerful. It's kind of like you left and now you came back, this, like, I don't know, sage, or, powerful divine human. I don't know, someone with superpowers. But I'm getting that you don't really, let me see. yeah, so people are kind of too afraid to talk to you. So that's kind of a burden. Like, you know, people may not talk to you. The way they interact with you is also going to change, right? They're going to speak to you differently. It's kind of like when, you know, someone gets like a really high status or a really good job or a lot of money or something like that out of the blue. It's like you kind of notice how people speak to you differently. It's like, wait, I just, you know, we had lunch the other day and like, you know, I paid for your lunch and now you're here saying like sir and ma'am and speaking like politely and professionally and offering to buy me like coffee or lunch and kind of keeping your distance. You seem a little afraid of what I might say or do, or you don't want to push my buttons, you don't want to do wrong by me. It's like the other day you were just kind of like, you know, slapping my back, laughing so hard at my joke, and now you're just kind of afraid to even be that close to me. So it's like, so there's that aspect and how you're feeling about it. 8 of Swords, like you understand why things are the way they are. The 2 8s here, like you have this really powerful big manifestation. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like it's not like you're like confused about why people are treating you differently. Like you get it. Like you went through the experiences. You are you who went through this powerful influence, guidance, and became this beautiful, powerful influence. So it's not like you can't solve this mystery. Like you understand why people are being this way. The World card. This is like, are you kidding me? The 3rd pile that had the World's card come up. He saw me shuffling. Like, okay. Yeah, your world is about to transform in a very, very big way. I mean, I'm getting this like Atlas imagery here. You're carrying the world on your shoulders. Like you see this World card and it's like on this centaur human back. It's like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. So it's like, it's kind of like you're going to accept what comes with this responsibility kind of thing. What's in it for you? What's in it for you? Network of people. Okay, that's been kind of a theme. The thing is, like, the good thing is, like, you will find the people that you can connect with and talk to and won't be afraid to talk to you and maybe have had a similar experience. So, like, the good thing out of it is, like, although those people change the way they behave towards you and may choose not to talk to you or kind of avoid you, or it's because they don't know how to interact with you, or they just kind of fall off the radar for you. The good thing is that it allows the right network of people to come in, the right kind of community. And I'm getting network of people, so it's kind of more, this card is just kind of on the top of the deck. A new friend. So I'm getting, like, potentials for new friends. Definitely people that can help you out and understand you at the least, but definitely at least one new friend, if not more. Okay. Spirit message for you overall. The Moon card. Wow. There's more going on beneath the surface than you're aware of at the moment. Reach into your intuition and inner knowing for guidance along your path. What was once hidden will be revealed soon. Wow, that's powerful. That was like so in line with like the whole like scenario of like, yeah, all the drama underneath the surface, you know. Yeah, there's more going on beneath the surface. So you're kind of like given like, here's your responsibilities, here's your powerful divine influence. You're going to be also a powerful divine influence. People are going to, you know, shed from your life, but at the same time, you're going to be connected with people who can understand you and help you and relate to you and speak with you on the same level. You might even get new friends out of it. But there's more going on than just what people can see. You know? Whatever's going on, like, it's a big deal. I want to see what else is going on beneath the surface. Career, yeah. Something in regards to the work that you'll be doing for most of your life or the rest of your life. Something along that line is going to be a very big deal. Yeah, you're going to be working on things behind the scenes that people aren't even aware of, that don't even know about. Nurture your creative energy. Okay, we get a time frame for when this is going to start. Multiple cycles. Multiple cycles of what? So it's gonna come in waves, because like you're gonna see, like, you're not just gonna cut off everyone in your life, or people aren't just gonna cut you off like immediately. Like, there's gonna be like a transition period. So you might be like, go out into the world and you notice people being different towards you. Then you go out to the world again and you notice the same thing. And each time you're kind of transitioning from the way you've acted outwardly to other people, how people have acted towards you outwardly, the people that connected to you, that were brought into your life, and the type of people that are being brought into your life after these like kind of waves, after these cycles. This is a new cycle starting. So we've seen in the last couple of piles that there are cycles, that there's a huge cycle that has ended for you, but this is a new cycle starting. Your transition in your, I don't know, social life, I guess, the people around you. Okay, justice. So what is going on? You got the surface. What are you working on? Justice. I'm getting like karmic stuff. Justice in this deck is unpleasant events. So you may be called for a higher purpose, and not everyone's going to know that about you. They'll just see like the outside. They'll see like a status change or a lifestyle change or a change in your financial status. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of like status changes. You can see like the power that you have energetically, divinely, is going to come through in the physical, in cycles. So people are going to know like, oh, something's up with this person. Like, wow, they have like a secretive job, or they live in a remote location, but they have a really, they're really wealthy, or, they're connecting with these important people, or they're doing this kind of work. Something about it is very secretive, and it's because you're doing such important work behind the scenes that like people in the public will see the status change and respond appropriately, but they don't really know what's going on. And how many cycles? 25. So I'm getting until the year 2025. I'm recording this in 2023, so like whenever you're watching this, for the next couple of years. Okay, I hope you enjoy that reading. Much love and light. Hey, pile number 4. This is the black Tourmaline. Kind of can't see it with the sun setting, but it's encased in this beautiful geode. But let's see what Spirit's message for you is. So far, very powerful messages. I'm so glad to be doing these very highly spiritual readings. 4 of Water, or the 4 of Cups, and we have 2 4s here. So something regarding your stability, security, your home. Okay. And Mending in reverse. Okay, which is the final card of this oracle deck. Okay. It's kind of like the World card in reverse, but I'm getting like you've done some healing in regards to your stability, security, and or your home. And now you're ready for the next thing. This is I think in pile 2, where it's like changing homes. Like if you already come to accept the fact that you will be changing homes, whether it's a new reality, a new timeline, a new kind of life, or actually physically moving homes, you come to the realization, accepting that this is the change that is going to happen. Usually when this kind of big change is coming, and I'm getting it's like a entire reality change for most people, but entire life change, it takes some time to kind of accept it. Your ego, your shadow self will be kind of fighting it, even though it's a really good positive change. Your highest and best path here. So yeah, you're gonna fight this, even if you've done a lot of ego work around your ego and your shadow aspects, and working on goals, your intentions, working on your manifestations. When you walk this very spiritual divine path, there's a part of you that accepts whatever happens, you know? I'll accept whatever happens if it's in the divine light. So it took a long time for your spirit, whether you are aware of it or not, but you probably have been more aware of it recently whenever you're watching this reading, more recently, that you've accepted that you're going to be changing in this very grand way. Your spirit is changing homes. I'm getting like moving dimensional realities. That makes sense. Okay. The Hanged Man. It fell right on the Tourmaline. And let's see. You've seen this change coming for a long time now. You've probably predicted it for quite some time. It took you a lot to get to the end. Okay. Two of Wands in reverse. Eight of Cups. You already left. Or not knowing where you were going. You just know you had to leave. Your spirit knew it had to leave. Your body was fighting it. Your ego, your shadow self was fighting it, but your spirit had already left your current dimensional reality or your current spiritual home for your human at this time. It left without knowing where it was going, but knew that it had a direction. There's a Lightworker reading I did recently where I kind of used the metaphor of getting on the train, and all the Lightworkers are getting off the same spot, but like the train that you get on and the stops that you take to get to that destination is different for every person. So it's like your spirit knew that you had to leave, even though you didn't consciously know, even though you weren't consciously aware of where you were going, your spirit did. So you followed your heart, you followed your divine guidance, it kind of even logically made sense to you because you're in this world now where divine things and your intuition makes sense, even though it seems counterintuitive or illogical to other people. It makes sense to you. So I'm getting even your mind was on board. Even logically made sense to you. Even though you didn't know where you're going, your spirit did. Now your body's healed, it's mended, it's come to accept this change. Let's see what this is in regards to. A new friend. What? What is a new friend? What does that even mean? Ground yourself in nature. Okay. I still don't know what that means. What is going on here? The King of Pentacles. So I'm getting, you're getting a new buddy. So I'm getting like your higher self, your spirit may be merging with a greater part of your higher self. And that's going to be reflected in your body. You're going to have bodily changes that correlates and aligns with your spirit taking on more of your higher self energy, taking more divine energy in this physical body. That's your new friend. What do you mean by new friend? Sorry. The Empress. Wow. Okay. The Empress in this deck is joy and prosperity, and it's in reverse. Okay. Joy and prosperity in reverse with the Page of Pentacles. Dream messages. So I'm getting there's going to be a time when sometimes when I see the card in reverse, I take the opposite meaning of what's written in the specific deck's written meaning for each card. But I'm getting with a very positive card here, dream messages. I'm getting it's like kind of you're going to be spending a lot of time in joy and prosperity by yourself or more alone, because you'll be getting a lot of divine messages. I'm getting that. Oh my gosh, I just got it. So you're going to be like talking to your higher self as if it's a new friend. You're going to be speaking to this person, to this higher energetic version of yourself. It's going to be more clear. You're going to be like almost able to speak with them directly, or they're going to be able to speak to you more directly. So you're going to have like a one-on-one conversation like you've never had before. Like you might have had a lot of sign synchronicities come up at a time and you're like, oh yeah, like let me try to figure out what my higher self, my super subconscious mind is trying to tell me, but this is like on another level. So you might spend a lot of time with your new friend. The fact that your higher self, your higher guidance, a bigger part of your higher self and energetically is connecting to your spirit on this physical plane. So you're going to be talking to your like higher guidance. More strongly. Wow. So what does this mean for you? Okay. What does this mean for you? This love scares me. Oh, and it's a very beautiful number 11. Yeah, I'm going to guess a good scare. It's a good scary because you're very, very excited, and that's what makes you kind of nervous and scared, but it's really just a ton of excitement. You know, it's like opening up a new dimension of yourself and the world. Wow. So what does this kind of look like for you? I'm getting out of depression. I don't know why. But I'm getting specifically out of depression. Because you're going to be working on your soul mission. The 11 really did remind me of soul mission. Yeah, because you're going to be working on your soul mission. And it's going to be very fulfilling. Part of your soul mission is to connect with spirit stronger, your higher self stronger. And this is fulfilling that part. You're fulfilling your destiny. You're fulfilling your purpose here. You're fulfilling your higher purpose with the divine. It's a very, you're elated. Like you're in bliss energy. Connection to your higher self. Communicating with your higher self, learning a lot of things. I'm getting kind of like, do you know when you like lucid dream, like you can kind of bring forth your higher self in whatever kind of image, and you could talk to your super subconscious mind or your higher self in your lucid dream, and you can ask it whatever questions and it'll answer it for you. I'm getting that kind of scenario, but in real time, in physical reality, without the barrier of the dream world. Yeah, because dream messages, but like in physical reality. But like it's kind of a weird thing, so that's why you might be spending a lot of time alone, because it's kind of like something you gotta figure out and like kind of do on your own. Okay, so what does this mean for you going forward? Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I was like kind of, oh my goodness. Like when the Nine of Swords came out in reverse, I pictured the Eight of Swords coming out in reverse, but the Eight of Pentacles came out. So the 2 8s, again, a lot of things manifesting. The 9-11, the 11-9, very powerful number. Ooh. A 4-4. Yeah, 8-8-8 here. Big manifestation. Big physical manifestation. Spiritual. Big spiritual manifestation into physical reality. This is going to change your world. It's going to change how you interact with everything, including yourself and the divine. Okay, one last message before the sun takes away all the light, as it says. I love doing all my readings in daylight, but somehow I never get it perfectly timed. Ooh, 2 cards here. Okay. The Moon card. Okay, there's more going on beneath the surface than you're aware of at this time. At this moment, reach into your intuition and inner knowing for guidance along your path. What was once hidden will soon be revealed. So I feel like your higher self is going to reveal a lot of truths to you, and this is just kind of like the beginning. Like they're trying to get you comfortable with this manifestation of you in spirit incorporating more of your higher self's energy in this physical life form, you connecting to your higher self more strongly, more frequently, and that's going to be for a bigger purpose, and you're going to find that out with your higher guidance soon. And 8 of Swords. Yeah, 8 of Swords twice. You're feeling trapped and powerless within your own mind, bound by former beliefs or patterns that make you feel there's no escape from present circumstances. Free yourself by shifting your perspective. So you might feel like this is happening to you sometimes, or like what is happening, or you may change your entire belief system, the way you see world, the way you connect to the divine, the way you connect to reality and to yourself may all change, and that's a very scary thing, but this seems like a very beautiful, grand, divine gesture, event, situation, moment, time in your life. So Spirit's like kind of giving you a heads up, like just be aware. You might be kind of freaked out by like how much this changes the way you view things and the way you believe things. And the last thing I want to do is grab some sort of time frame when this is about going to start in a very obvious way. depends on when this happens. So it depends on the Justice card. Justice card in this deck is unpleasant events, I think, because I just pulled it. Yeah, unpleasant events. What kind of unpleasant events? The Queen of Cups in reverse. Oh gosh, getting so dark. Maybe I can edit it to be brighter. Queen of Cups in reverse. Strong psychic feelings in reverse. So instead of you getting strong psychic feelings, you're going to have strong psychic phenomena happen to you. Divine love connection, yeah. So it's going to be quite jarring, maybe somewhat uncomfortable for some people. Let me see how you may feel when this situation comes through. You maybe want to do bad things. Yeah, this might be so like crazy and like powerful and strong and confusing and out of this world that you may want to, like, you know, pick up some of your crutches, your bad habits in order to cope. But then how will you turn out? How will you turn out? What does Spirit want you to keep in mind? It's a time for reflection, so it's going to be a time for you to kind of just take some time out and think about what's going on, what's happening. Maybe the jarring events in your environment is a reflection of what's the internal changes that are happening so drastically. And what do you get out of this? What do you get out of this in the end? Someone you don't know. Yeah, so you're going to meet an aspect of yourself that you did not know, and you're going to get to know very well. Like a spiritual journey, you know, continue to evolve. This is a next step to your evolution. Knight of Swords. So I'm getting this is going to be a real challenge to just kind of accept. We started the reading with like accepting whatever happens, and now this big change happens. It's like, well, can you do that accepting thing again that you learned not too long ago, that you did not too long ago? To the Sea. Yeah, this is going to be kind of you grounding into your home for a little bit, being a little bit of a hermit, figuring things out. What kind of sort of things are you going to be figuring out? Connect with your spirit animal. You connect with your spirit, connect with spiritual things. You're going to be going through, you know, when you have like those like spiritual awakenings, like moments of like intense spiritual reckonings in your life. This is one of those moments. Can I get a more specific time frame? Besides that, it happens when you get this like weird spiritual phenomena happen. 27 and 7 days, but came out in reverse. So it could be anywhere from the 27th of the month. It'll last about a week. So 27th of this month. 21. It could happen. It could start tonight, I'm getting. anywhere from now until the next lunar eclipse. And it's going to last about a week. So it's going to be like a week that you have time out and have an intense spiritual influences and power around you. We had to kind of, it's going to be so strong that you're going to have to like, you know, take some time out to just rest and do some inner work. Okay. What a way to end on this reading, but I wish you so much love, light, and peace.